Hi guys, welcome on into the craft room. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome into the craft studio. My name is Susan. This is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. I'm so glad you're here joining me today. We are going to do a project with our November Club Couture. It's my monthly subscription club that I offer. And I have included the link on here. So if you are interested in learning more about it, please feel free to click on the link. And you'll get all the details. No obligation, just click on it and you'll get the details, okay? And actually, I figured out how to do a couple things before I went on live today. I hope you're having a great Saturday. It's a beautiful sunny day, finally. It was sunny and then cloudy and then now it's sunny again, but still hot. It's still pretty hot here. If you will hop on, when you hop on, if you will hit that heart button and let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to interact with you. It's much more fun to craft with friends, so I love it when you guys talk with me. And I am an independent designer with Club Couture, and I am here to share project idea with you using our Club Couture. Like I said, this is our monthly subscription club. It's $21.99 a month, and you get transfer and 3 coordinating paste packets. And this is actually the December club that I just got in yesterday, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek on it as soon as we finish this project. But we need to get started because I got several steps to do. We are going to work with a little bit different, unusual color than we usually work with. And I actually got my Club One subscription in today. So you get the transfer, but you also get 3 coordinating piece packets in a sealed packet with your, that's the kind of envelope, it's a hard cardboard envelope. And the colors that you get this month, this is the transfer that we're going to work with. I've done one project with it, as you can see. I've done my shirt last Saturday, I guess. I did that, and I'm going to work with a completely different color scheme this week, and surface, just to kind of show you guys something. I went ahead and started the process because once I decided on what I was going to do, once I got up here, I was finally able to get up here, and I'm going to pull out the colors so you can see. I am not working with these colors. They are beautiful, perfect colors for this to coordinate with this transfer, but I choose to show it in some other color schemes as well. The colors that you get this month are pesto, which is a really pretty green. It's a very traditional type green. And that packet actually doesn't look great. Candy apple red, and then slate. Can you see that? Slate rose. You know, very on trend colors. So these are single paste packets, but you can get more than one. You definitely can get more than one project out of every paste packet. So just keep that in mind. There is a way to seal them. If you're in my VIP group, I would love to have you in there. There's a link attached to this video, and it's just a free crafting group, but I do have tips and tricks in there on how to preserve your chalk paste as well in the single packets if you don't use it all during one sitting, which you shouldn't unless you're doing a whole bunch of projects. Actually, it was supposed to have a link featured, and it doesn't look like it has a link featured. Wonder why that is. Anyway, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about it, but I did figure out how to share it before it even came on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just using some regular chalk paint. This is Waverly Elephant and Fusion Mineral White Picket Fence, which every time I touch that jar, I get it all over my hands. I've washed my hands several times. I just wanted to lighten my elephant up a little bit, so I just added some of the white chalk paste to it, and I'm just applying it to this wooden round, just a plain, you know, wooden round piece. And we're going to make a little sign today with this. So I decided my background color was going to be gray, but I didn't want it as deep as the elephant. The elephant is a pretty color, but it's just a little darker than I wanted. So actually I was hoping I had enough, but apparently I do not. And I'm just eyeballing this, so whether or not we'll get this to the same color as what I just had is hard to tell. But see how the difference is, how darker it is, how much darker it is. So it's just adding a little bit. I have the hardest time with this lid, y'all. I have got to invest some time trying to clean off the lid more, because every time, and I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of white to it to lighten it up. But This lid is just so bad. So I have to use my gripper every time. Oh my goodness. And when you're hopping on, if you wouldn't mind, when you hit that heart button, also consider sprinkling my video. That just means to S-H-A-R-E with a friend, tag a friend, put it out into the world for me. It just helps my little business grow, and I really appreciate it when you guys do that. I wanted to see one thing. I'm going to stir this up, and hopefully it'll be pretty close. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. The background isn't our main emphasis. It's just, you know, it's just our, oh shoot. It's just basically the base of what, you know, our project is going to go on our palette. Our color palette that we're going to be focusing on will be what we do our pattern and our designs in. So, and our ribbon. So, yeah, it's still 69 degrees. It was 74 today. It was still 69. It actually feels warmer than that out there because the humidity is pretty high. It's 83%. And yeah, but tomorrow, guess what? Our high is 56. 56, you guys. That's pretty cold for us. So that's crazy. Anyway, I hope that you're having good weather wherever you are. And I heard from some of my friends, you'll also notice that I'm spraying this just a little bit. I'm just spraying a little bit of water just to make everything glide a little bit better. Heard from some of my friends who live in like Illinois and Michigan area that you all got some snow. You woke up to some snow, or it started snowing this morning. So that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I know my friends in Utah have had snow several times already, but I don't think they're getting it this time. I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather, the actual weather. But if y'all want to send some of your snow our way this winter, we would be more than happy to take some off your hands. I know you guys get tired of it, but we hardly ever get any here in North Carolina. So we miss it. And we haven't really had we had one snow last year. And unfortunately, during the time that we had that snow, 3 of the people in our household had COVID. And I was actually was come down with it, but it didn't matter because I still had to take care of the little guy. So we did get out and play in the snow. I was bound and determined to get him out there in the snow. He was not sick, thank the Lord. But I was bound and determined to get him out there in the snow. Because you never know when we might see it again in North Carolina. It's very rare. So most of North Carolina anyway. I'll put it that way. Where I live in North Carolina and have lived in North Carolina, it's very rare. Now, for some reason, this is that, I don't know what kind of wood they call it. I want to always say balsam wood, and I'm not sure that's correct. But this lightweight wood, it bows a little bit. It was already kind of bowed, and I don't know why. And I've added water to it, and so that's probably increasing the why it's bowing. But, and I've got this one little section over here. I want to go ahead and get this done and dry. I'm using chalk paint, not my chalk paste. I'm using chalk paint. I could have used Storm. It would have been about the same color. But I like to use chalk paint when I have it. It will dry really fast. So I actually have a little left over. I don't know if I'll need it or not. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Clean up. That's going to work on drying. I'm going to tell you about the colors that I had chosen for today. I decided to I'm doing research for myself. You know, I try to get some inspiration I want to share with you guys, and I actually have a really cool project I want to show you guys with a very neutral color palette, but today is not going to be quite so neutral. It's going to be a little more bold. I'm just going to keep this out that way. If I do see any spots that need a little bit more touch, and I tried to kind of go around the edge. Not that you're going to see it. It's a very thin edge, so I don't think it's going to show up a lot, but we're going to use a bolder color, but this is my inspiration for today. I was looking for ideas for myself for the house, and kind of for a lot of the projects that I have coming up, and what colors I want to do, and kind of what feel I want to go for me. And I'm really just I've been leaning that way the last couple of years. I've been collecting a little bit here, a little bit there anyway, of the more retro kind of look. And so I was looking at that, and then I came across something for today because I was trying to think, what did I want to show you all today? And I remembered I had this ribbon. I got this velvet ribbon from the Dollar Tree. They're very small spools, but it's nice. It's a little velvet ribbon. I got it in several different colors, but I remembered I had this color and I was thinking of it for fall, but you know, it's very, I remember last year and maybe even the year before seeing a lot of gold in this color, like a real deep, pretty, it's almost a navy. It's not quite a navy. Um, and also silver and the really dark blue. So I thought this is my color inspiration for today. So we're going to use this color in our palette or in our design, and I wanted to make like a grayish background because I was like, well, I could do this in gold, but honestly guys, gold is just not my thing. I'm just not much into gold. I do have it, and I was going to show you, it would look just as nice together. If you like the blue and the gold, I think the blue and the gold feels more sophisticated to me. That is not my style. My house is definitely not sophisticated. It is shabby chic, eclectic, farmhouse, modern farm. I don't know what it is. Beachy. I have no idea. But when I see the gold and the blue together, that's where I feel like it's a little more fancy. So it looks wonderful together. If you wanted to do that, go for it. If you find this ribbon still, I feel like I probably just got paint on my nose because I see there's paint on my hands. I'm sorry, guys. If I do, you know, is it kind of like baking when you get flour on your face? Just ignore it. You guys, I don't know what is going on with me. I am in such a funk. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe the sun coming back out this week will help, even though it's going to turn cold. That's okay. I'm kind of ready to get into some cozy clothes, but I'm in such a funk and I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, I want to go get my hair cut, you know, like all those things that you want to do. It's like, I want it all cut off. So you may find me here shortly with different hair too, just because I'm in a funk and I need something to change, and that's something I can control, right? Do you guys ever get like that? I hope so. And let me know in comments that I'm not alone, I hope. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? So I'm thinking we're going to use, this is the blue that matches. It's a shimmer, of course. It matches our velvet ribbon. I actually have two different blues that would work with it, but I chose this one because I think it's the closest, but either one of those, do you see? Either one of those. This one just has gold undertones. This one has silver. That's why I went with this one. So these are my colors that we're planning on using in the design. And then I also have shimmer, oh my gosh, shimmer, silver, and I have shimmer frost. So I'm not sure which one of those we're going to use with it, but we're going to use one of those with it as well, because this is a several step transfer, as you can see. And we're going to actually try to use as much of it as we can. So I also need to pull this up real quick. See if I can grab it real quick. I have so many tabs open. Do you guys have that? Are you all like that? I have so many tabs open on my computer. It's ridiculous. And I keep trying to clear them off and I just can't even take, it's like I leave them there as a reminder. Don't forget, Susan, if you don't forget, because you don't want to, if I make it go away, I won't see it and then I'll forget. All right, I want to see this. That's what I want to see. Okay. Well, I think that's going to help. Maybe not. Maybe I have a photo that I can look at instead. All right. Let's see. It still feels a little wet. Let's see if we can speed that up a little. I have this still plugged in. I do. Let's see if we can speed this process up a little bit. We want to get going with this. We have several layers in this transfer. These are reusable silkscreen transfers. They're washable. They're self-adhesive. Oh, look. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to try not to get this on my shirt. Oh, no. That's not good. My photos from my ribbon got on where it was still wet. Oh, do you see how it's bowing some? I don't know. Hopefully this project's going to work out good. I'm not going to have all kinds of difficulties today. I'm not in the mood for difficulties today. And if I can see through it some once it's drying, you know how sometimes you can't tell until it's dry whether or not the color of the wood is going to show up, then I'm just going to touch it up a little bit. I'm not too concerned. It doesn't have to be completely like solid. But I'm definitely not going to do 2 full coats, but I'll probably go over. I do believe though, let me look. I do believe. My club information is in the comments if you need it, even though the link isn't showing up. I don't think it's showing up. Maybe it is, and I'm just not seeing it. I tried to put it on there and make it things easy as possible for y'all, just so that you can see. One section in there. Could use a little more. And then over here. If you have any questions about anything I'm using today and you don't see a link, please feel free to ask in comments or send me a message. That's why I'm here. I'm here. This is a DIY. I want to show you how you can do it if you want to try it yourself. Or to inspire you maybe with a project of your own. Once I get this dry, I am going to sand it, I think. Hopefully. That's what it looks like on the other side. You can see how thin it is. See how it's bowing a little bit. Every month the club transfer changes. It's only available from the 1st till the last day of the month. At 11:59, at 12 o'clock on the new day of the month, it switches over to a new transfer. When we finish up at the end of this, I will show you guys what December looks like. It ships out automatically on the around the 9th of the month to you if you're already a member. And when you join it for the first time, you'll also get I might need to turn it and do it this way. You'll also get, I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm yelling at you from over that, but your first time when you first join, you'll also get a squeegee, a mini squeegee, which is the tool we use to apply our chalk paste. It's a great gift idea if you have somebody that's hard to buy for or that is a crafter and likes to try things. You know, you can get them a 3-month subscription, and if they want to continue after that, they can take it over, or if not, it can be canceled. It's just a fun way to try something new. If you've never tried chalking, we do have a lot of surfaces available that work great with all of our club transfers. I just usually show you on something that you can upcycle. It's my fun. I love upcycling, so. And that's just basically taking something that you can find other places and adding a little more pizzazz to it. I probably should have come on and done this. I should have done this before I came on, but I'm going to show you guys what I was doing, and I was losing daylight. I wanted to be on in the daylight. How are you guys? What are you up to this weekend? Do you have anything fun going on? Let me know. I'd love to hear. We don't. My weekends pretty much look the same. I choose not to do vendor shows because I have to take care of my grandson in the mornings, so this would make it really difficult. So unless it's something with him, or maybe a date with a hubby, we don't have very much ever going on the weekends. I feel like I need to get out and go to like a craft show or something and watch a and see somebody else's stuff for a change. I haven't done that in so long, and I enjoy that, or thrifting, or I just don't do it on my own. When my daughter's here, I usually make time to do it, but when it's just me, I very rarely do it. But I know there's some probably really good craft shows, vendor shows going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and try to just sand it a little bit. I know that's going to take away some of my paint, but I'm just trying to smooth out the surface as much as possible. It is taking away some of the paint, but I am trying to smooth it out. Like I said, it probably could have used a second coat, but that's okay. And then let me move this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. And we are going to chalk it. We are going to wax it, sorry. Yes, we are going to chalk it, but we're going to wax it first. Because when I paint something, or if I'm using wood, I always want to wax first so that I get the best, so I don't pull any paint or wood slivers into my transfers because they are self-adhesive, but also so that I get a good, it fills in some of the ridges. You know how wood is not, it's obviously not completely flat. I'm going to be posting a series of questions over the next couple weeks. I'm really curious. I'd love for you guys to give me your feedback. I'd love to hear your opinion on some things that I'm going to be sharing. So please like and follow my page, and then you'll see it in your feed. If you comment or if you hit the heart button on the page, it will bring it up more often in your feed. That's how Facebook knows what you want to see. I am going to use my dryer to just kind of make my wax, make sure it's all nice and smooth. I'm kind of wishing I had done a second coat now. It took more paint. It sucked it right in. It took more paint than I thought it would. But hopefully I'll enjoy the finished product when it's done. And I'm just going to buff it in, you guys. Make sure I have all my wax evenly distributed. And you know what? I'm going to probably need to grab my glue gun. That's buffed in well. All right, we should be good now. All set. Okay, guys, so we're going to put the ribbon aside for right now, and we're going to get started. And I think this is going to be my top. So I'm going to go ahead and place my transfer. Now, I have used my stockings already once and the sayings, so I don't really need to fuzz them a lot. I'm going to fuzz them. My hands feel like they have wax on. I'm going to just fuzz them like once. Or twice, not a ton. But they are pretty sticky, so I'm going to place this first, I think. I might end up moving them around, but I'm going to kind of place this first to see where I want it. I think that looks about straight. Let's see. And I'm going to check behind here because I see something white in my silkscreen area, and I want to make sure, because that'll affect, yeah, that's a piece of fuzz. That will definitely affect my image, how clear it comes out. There, that's better. Now I'm going to get my stockings, because we're going to do this. We layer the stockings. I'm going to do the base of the stockings. And today, I think We're going to use the top part too, so I'm going to move them over here to the side a little bit because I want to be able to see the little top. Like I said, we may have to move this around. We'll see. Now, I didn't fuzz this as much, the stockings, because I have such a big area of silk screen. So the stockings are supposed to look like they have, like, you know, the presents already and whatnot coming out of it. So I'll make sure I have those kind of at the right angle. The kids are loving it though. I hear the kids outside playing, so they're loving the warm weather still. Not that it matters. I think, you know, I hear the younger kids. Not in my house. My kids don't go outside very often. I hear the kids outside playing anyway, so I'm having a little bit of trouble because they're not exactly the same shape. So it's messing with me. This one's a little more rounded at the bottom. And this one is not. I guess this is the grown-up version. And you could have as many of these stockings, like you could do a bunch of the little ones. You could do 2 big ones and a little one. You could do as many as you wanted on there, many as you have in your family, whatever you wanted. Any of it would be fun. I'm just going to do one of each for time's sake, but it would be cool to have however many are in your family on there, especially if you want to put this on your front door. You could even write your name, your family name down here in the bottom. All right, so we're going to do this part first, and this is going to be the part that we're going to do in this. I might do in shimmer frost, the words. I think that will hopefully pop out really good. We're going to do the shimmer over here on the stocking, and I'm going to leave the white part. We'll do that in the shimmer frost as well. And then our overlay is what we're going to do in the shimmer silver. And I'm going to do probably whatever the presents are coming out of the top. I don't know if I'm going to throw any other colors in there because I really don't. I want to keep our color schemes the same. So we'll do this first since these got to dry. Let me get some squeegees since we're going to be layering. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Just going to do the stocking part. I have to pay attention up here at the top. Tell me what color scheme you have in for your Christmas. What do? Traditional, red and green, red and white, green and white, blue and gold, blue and silver, or like what I'm trying to do this year with the kind of red and mint green and teal color. I'd love to know. It's so fun. Oh, I would love to at some point be able to do a tree or a room in like the blush color, that beautiful pink and blush. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty, you guys. I'm gonna finish this one before I move on to the next. And if you wanted to even add this more dimension after you've, I'm gonna use my shimmer silver, but you can also use, no, sorry, this is shimmer frost. You could also add like the puff paint to it to make it kind of textured, or you could even glue some cotton balls or some fur, something like that. That would be super fun. Getting some of my blue in there. Need to be careful which way I'm going down. I'm not going to worry about it too much if I get a little blue in it. I probably should have done the white first. Let's see how that looks. Peel and reveal, my favorite part. Sorry guys, I have this facing towards me instead of you guys. Sorry about that. Yes, we're good. Okay, so here's what it looks like so far. Ready? This is the fun part. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm gonna spray that so I can wash it. We're gonna do our other one. Maybe I will do the white first this time. Then we'll do our shimmer. Blue. I have a fun idea for this transfer. Actually, I'm going to be making and selling. I'm going to make some for my family, but then I'm going to make some to sell as well. Tags, stocking tags, using these stockings. I think it's going to turn out good. It's going to be fun. Okay, I got it on me. I can feel it on my fingers. Oh yes, a little shimmer. That's okay. It's just chalk. All right, let's see. Let's do this one. Ta-da! Awesome, right? So easy, so cool. Okay. Do this in shimmer, silver, or frost. Why do I keep calling this shimmer silver? We are going to use shimmer silver, but I wanted to use some frost. You could do this in any color if you felt like this wasn't going to stand out enough in the frost. I did get one bag of my ribbon sorted and organized last night. So I think I'll just do that a little bit at a time. My new boxes that I got yesterday and share with you guys. Organizing them. Okay, that's all. Put the rest of it back in. Oh goodness, I keep getting more on there. How did all that get on there? It's already on me anyway. Just get it back in the jar. I'm working to the bare bones of that. I do have a new jar already here, thank goodness, but I'm just utilizing every bit of it, you guys. I'm not wasting any, as you can see. You guys, even though we haven't had cold weather yet, I guess the humidity has been down low enough that my skin is so dry already. Okay, let's see. Look how fabulous. Already. We haven't even done everything to it. Look how fabulous that looks already. Okay. Great. Okay, so we have these other elements. Now we need to get this dry, the stockings dry before we layer. And I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to close, well, we may use that still. We may still use that. I I might use some more of the shimmer in the blue. So I'm gonna leave it out. Let's go ahead and dry our stockings so we can put a little layer of wax on it and do our next layer of, you can leave them like this. They look fabulous just like this. And even just do the top, the presents that come out the top. You could definitely do that. Completely up to you how you want them to look. Or you can layer the little design on the front. We're going to do the design on the front. I'm just looking at the other elements of what we're going to put around and kind of fill in some of the empty space. I have a problem with empty space. Our shimmer pastes dry usually on their own anyway in about, 7 or 8 minutes, but I'm just trying to speed it up so that I can layer it and show you guys. If I was doing this project on my own and I wasn't on the live, I would do this part, and while it was drying, I'd go wash those 3 transfers that I've already used before I moved on. It's pretty dry. Doesn't take long, especially when you're using a dryer. That's like a heated dryer. Okay, let me get my wax back out. When you're going to layer a project, if you're going to put wax on top of, another chalk paste on top of a chalk paste, you definitely want to put a layer of wax on it. And again, it just kind of seals it and protects it so that when your transfer goes on it, it doesn't pull up any of it onto the back. It just takes a tiny bit. I've had that jar of wax for a long time, you guys. Not too much because then it'll be too slick, but so make sure you buff it in well, but you definitely do want to put a layer. Okay, so I'm going to flip it around while I try to line it up, because we all know how challenging it was when I did it on this shirt, and I shared that with you guys live. Okay, so this one is right. Yes, yes. And it's harder when you use a darker color. Sometimes it's hard to see through. And this particular transfer does not have like any marks to help you with lining up. Goodness. It's the hardest part of the whole project. You see something, guys. Sorry, I gotta look at a picture for a second. See if it helps me figure out how far down. I think I'm going too far down is the problem. I need to start up higher. Oh, you know what, you guys? I think I've been doing it wrong all along. It might be that those little dots are supposed to be, let me see if I can find it. Hang on, guys. Might be that those little dots are supposed to be like right above, like the little in-between space. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Because I don't feel like that picture is giving me enough. Now, with the club membership, you guys also get a written and I think I'll link to a video instructions. No, it's on the stocking. It's not in between it. I think I just need to do it right at the top. Sorry guys, bear with me. I think that's good. We're gonna go with that. Get this one on, then I can just do those bam bam real quick. But you get that in an email every month with your club. You will get an email that will give you written instructions as to how to do it and a suggested surface. But you can use any surface you want. And as a club member, you also get access to your very first order of every month. If you order, you're not charged shipping or, oh my God, a piece of fuzz, guys. You're not charged shipping. Goodness. You're not charged shipping on your club order that you get every month. But if you decide to order something else from my website, you get preferred shipping. You get $5.99 flat rate shipping on your very first order that you make on my website every month. So it's a great deal. It's a great deal. All right, let's see. And then of course every month we also offer specials and promotions just for club members. And I can't remember if I sprayed water in here last time. So I'm kind of, sort of stirring it. And we're just going to go ahead and add our silver. Oh, I forgot to put do not disturb on, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that. We always have a special, and this month we're actually, we have Black Friday deals going on all month. Every Monday it's a new deal. And the old one's gone as of midnight on Sunday night, and then the new one starts at 11 a.m. Eastern on Mondays and runs through the next Sunday. And we're offering like 30 up to 50 to 60% off a lot of items on our site. And as a club member, you get an extra 10% off no matter what the sale price is. So we try to give you guys a little something extra special. Club members, something extra special as a way of saying thank you. It's a great way to try out chalk if you've never tried it. We also have samples. You could always try that. But it's a great way to try it out and kind of build up your inventory. You can use this stuff over and over and over again, year after year, or for presents, or, you know, multiple projects, things to sell, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one off. It's very subtle with the silver. If you guys can see. See how subtle that is? Isn't that pretty though? I hope you guys like that. Like I said, we could have put another one of these stock. We could have moved that over and put another one in there, but I'm just doing one of each. This particular go around. This is shimmer silver. I don't know if I said that. got it all. Set that there in case I decide to use it again. Not sure. And let's see. There we go. So we got a little added element. Can you guys see that? Just a little bit of something. I know you see my terrible paint job in the background. That's okay. All right, now we have all this other fun stuff we gotta do. We get to add to it. So it looks like got rid of that picture too fast. It looks like the little, so this one I have not used yet. It looks like it's just like a little tiny present, maybe some holly, some berries, some pine. It looks like that one works on your small one. I don't know, it might be interchangeable anyway, but it looks like it's supposed to go on the small one, so it'll go up here. I'm gonna go ahead and fuzz that, which basically just means these are sticky. They're self-adhesive, reusable. And because it's sticky, we want it to be a little less sticky, just so that it comes off easily when I go to, if I was putting it on fabric, I wouldn't want to do that. I'm just looking to see how it has it. Oh, okay, so I do need to, this one I don't, but this one, and I think I did. Did I, guys? You wanna, I think I did. Make sure that you have a little wax on it because this overlaps a little bit on top of it. Looks so cute though. All right, to make it look like it's coming out. So you're just gonna kind of, however you wanna do it, your little present, like right on the edge, maybe. Berry leaf. You can tilt it however you want. Play with it a little bit. I'm basically looking at the present and trying to make sure I'm lining the present up with like the edge of the stocking. Like the stocking is overflowing. I mean, who doesn't want an overflowing stocking on Christmas? I don't know about you guys, but we have the kids hang their stocking. I don't know, I'm trying to decide, should I add some other colors, guys? You know, I have colors. I have some greens. I could do just plain, no sprinkles, no sparkles. I could do some colors with no shimmers in here. Just pull in. I might do the present. I could do the present in the blue and then do the rest in the green and a little bit of red. A little bit of red for the berries. How about that? And then let me look at this other guy. We got a candy cane, which candy canes can be any color now. A little teddy bear. He could be any color. All right, so I'm gonna need my little smaller tools here. I'm gonna pull out some of my smaller tools here. Trying to decide if I'm gonna use, if I'm gonna use any more blue. I don't think I am. I'm gonna put my shimmer my shimmer blue up. This is the crafting on the fly that I usually do, guys. In case you're new here, this is what happens. This is what happens. So that's Meadow, or I could use, actually, do I have any pesto left? Do I have any pesto left? I think I have left. Pesto is more of a, no, that's not pesto. I do have pesto. Maybe I'll just use Meadow. We're just going to stay with Meadow. Gosh, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be so green. I know. Isn't it supposed to be green, Susan? Yes, it's supposed to be green. Could we do eucalyptus and it would be a little more subtle? I just feel like that meadow is going to be like right in your face. Or I could, I said I wasn't going to do shimmer. I could do shimmer olive. Would that be less? A little hint of green. Guys, this is the hard part for me. I love them all so much. I love them all. All right, that. And maybe instead of the real red, since I feel like it's kind of, it's not a bright, this isn't a bright project. I wouldn't consider this a bright project, right? Would you? So maybe I'll use the crimson for the red, so it's a little deeper. It's all going to be shimmer. It's all going to be shimmer. It's all going to be shimmer, apparently. Because that's just how it works with me. Now, in the example that they will show you, I'm pulling out shimmers. It's all shimmer. There's nothing not shimmer on here. Let me go ahead and put this guy over here too. And then maybe we'll go ahead and place our other little doodads around and we'll just start adding some. I'm definitely bringing other colors in that I did not bring ribbon over for. Any ribbon that I could coordinate. I might have to go looking for a little tiny bit of some ribbon to coordinate. All right, let's see how this goes. This kind of lays. This one's pretty easy to place, actually. I don't remember if I chalked on top. I hope I did. I hope I put wax on there. We'll find out in a minute. All right, let's do that. And then here's some of our other elements. So these are just like cute little, you know, I think like little, let's see if you can, I can't show it to you guys. It won't show up. Little dots. I feel like they would be perfect, like right here. And then we'll put one of them over here. We'll move it right over there. And then we have our star. Our little, almost looks like a North Star to me. We can put that here, and then we can move that around some other places. And that's the part that I have to decide what color we're going to make these, whether we're going to stay with the shimmer frost. I feel like we might need to add some shimmer silver. I think it might be silver for this one. I'll keep that out, and we'll just add a little bit of color here with that. Does that sound good? I don't even know if I'm going to use this. This is another piece that's on there. It looks like a snowflake to me. I mean, I could, but I don't want to bring, I don't know. Do I bring any more? I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to use that piece or not, guys. Okay, let's get going. We will do the red will be in, I'll use this for the green. This is Shimmer Olive. I told you guys I've used that for Christmas. Shimmer Olive. I use it for fall, but I can use it for Christmas as well. We're going to do our leaves. I know holly leaves aren't usually this color, but this is in Susan's world. That's what color it is. That's what color we're making it in Susan's world. And the pine. And this would be great on your front door. You could use it just as a decor item in your home. I don't know if you guys put things on your closet doors or like interior doors in your home, or if you have a door that leads in from your garage that's covered, you know, any place. Whether it's covered or not covered, you can still use it. If you're going to put it outside where it might get elements on it, it can still go outside. Just, I would suggest, especially with the wood. Oh, guys, I just got on the present and I didn't mean to. Especially on the wood as well, since it's a wood surface. And I didn't want that to get in there. I would suggest spraying it with a clear coat sealer. And if you need advice or help on that, just send me a message. I'll be glad to tell you what we recommend. Don't think we're going to need that anymore. I'm going to put it aside. Now I need to move fairly quickly, but not like super duper quick, because it is shimmer and it does take a little less. That's shimmer crimson, so it's still a nice red, but it's a deeper red, so it's not as bright as the candy apple. I feel like the candy apple might be too stark with these other colors that we're choosing, that I chose. And obviously these could be any color you wanted. And if you get your kit, they're showing you doing this with the, so you'd have the red, the slate rose, and the pesto. So you would have something to do. Your pesto is a great color for doing the leaves and the pine. And then you can use your red for your candy apple red for your berries and your candy cane, and then you could use the slate rose for your teddy bear, your present. I'm going to actually wipe this off, hopefully. And use a brown shimmer that I have. Just to kind of coordinate both of them, because I'm funny like that. And if you're a club member and you've been a club member for a while, then you have other colors in your palettes to choose from besides just what they send you that month to coordinate with the design, because you can save your chalk paste in the packets and use them in the future for other projects. Okay, we're gonna pull these off. Peel and reveal. Just a little subtle detail. It would stand out more if you had a white background, or if you were doing it on a black background with those colors, it would definitely stand out more. But what do you think? Isn't that cute? They got a cute little stock in there. And remember, with the back, what I've always told you guys in the past, you can get a cool, if you have a Christmas napkin with these colors in it, or some fabric or scrapbook paper, or if you just wanted to paint it, you can do it something on the back to finish it off. I'm not doing that on this particular project, but you can. I may, if I find myself with some free time, and I just got chalk paper where I didn't want it, but that's okay too. All right, let me grab my squeegee that I was using earlier. And all this is washable in the sink. Cold water, a board eraser, or a sponge. I'm just randomly placing some stars that they're very subtle. It's almost like it's embossed since I did the gray. It's very subtle. You can do as many or as little as you want. And usually you can't get too many times out of the I'm gonna try to get 5. That's definitely pushing it without washing the transfer, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm hoping to do it. Actually, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of draws your eye down, and I'm gonna have 2 of this other element, so that's going to give me an odd number still, and I'm okay with that. I try to work without numbers in design. So we just do that little guy, and then flip it around and do it over here. Guys, these getting dark so early, oh, I feel like the day just is like gone before, you know, once it gets dark, you just feel like, oh, the day's done. It's not. It's nowhere close to being done for me, but doesn't it just make you feel that way? I don't like it. I don't like that. I do like it being brighter in the morning when my son leaves for school, for now anyway. I do like that. I don't like him having to drive in the dark. Okay, so here we go. Can you see the elements I just added? The little stars and a couple little doodads right there at the bottom. Nothing flashy or anything, but all right. And we're just gonna dry that right quick. Just gonna add a, before I start working on a bow, and I'm gonna go see, just to make sure in case I accidentally, I don't wanna smudge anything. We're gonna add a bow, we're gonna add our own little tie up at the top. I do have this too. I might add some of this on here. This, I got, you guys, I had this at the Dollar Tree. It's a fern, but it's a sparkle fern. And I also got it in a really pretty, like, very aqua color green. I'm sure they have others, but the one I was at only had this and that one. I might cut off a little tiny bit of this and put it in with my ribbon. I'm going to use this is ribbon I had from last year. It's just silver. It's got my hair on it. Silver with tinsel almost like wrapped around it, and we're going to use that as our holder in the back to make this a sign. And I might see if I can find a couple other pieces real quick that will kind of tie in with the other elements that we just put in the stocking, just to add, I don't know, some coordination, coherent, cohesive, make it cohesive. You guys, I know I couldn't resist with my shimmers. I should have known I couldn't do it. I don't know. I just love them. Especially with the holidays. Okay, that should be good. More than enough. All right, give me a second. Go over here. Now, if I had all my wonderful yarn. Now, I keep wanting to say yarn. Guys, I have a ton of yarn too, and that's definitely not organized either. Let me see real quick if I can grab, let's see, I need to look at a green and a red. I don't know if I worry about the copper or not. Let's see. I've got, there's the red. Find something sheer, that would be perfect. I have lots of red, but maybe something sheer, and then let's see if I have any copper or any green. Where did my green one go? I have a whole bag of green. There's green. I know I have some copper. I'm just trying to think if it's in there already over at the bag that I have. I'll be right back, guys. Don't leave me. Let's see. Oh yes, I have some copper here. So let's just see if we can grab like one little piece of sheer. Oh, I have some sheer red. Just a little bit, just to pull in. And it's kind of, look at that. I mean, it's like it was made for this. Look at the size of it. I have no idea. Probably came off of something I purchased. I always keep the little pieces. See? You never know, and that's like it's perfect. I only need a hint of it. And then let's see, I know I have some copper. Let's see if I have something close. Ooh, that's too orange. That's way too orange. Let's see if I have anything close to that shade. If I don't, we will forgo it on the copper. Because I don't have to pull that color in. Oh, guys, I wanted to show you this. So I decided to take all the ribbon that I got, that I shared with you guys this week, and when I was organizing my Christmas ones off of the spools, because you can get a lot more in a place. But the one, I got this one from the Dollar Tree, and I had gotten the silver, I think they had gold. I was thinking it was different, but look at how it is. Isn't that cool? I can't wait to use that one. I cannot wait to use that one. So I feel like all of these are going to be a little too orange. We may not have any copper to throw in. Hey, why is that in there? Oh, I just put the wrong one in there. I'm like, why is my red in with my, put the wrong one back. I feel like that might be, ooh, I'm not sure. Sometimes it's not good when you can pick up colors too well, like when they stand out at you too well, because then you have a hard time. That one might work. That might work better. Maybe just a little bit of that. I don't know how much. We're just going to cut off a little piece. We're just going to cut off a little piece. We'll see. And then this, we're going to cut off a little piece. I know I'm not going to use the whole thing, but I am going to take a little section here. Probably. I'll just cut this whole piece off here because I know I will use that in different ways. And these are just cutters from the Dollar Tree too. It's from the garden section. And then I already have my blue, and I already have my silver up here close in case I was going to use some other silver in it. And it's called a fern. That's a fern. All right, let's see if we need any other silver. Or frosty. Oh gosh, I love that one. Look at this one. Oh, it's got a little yellow hue to it though. It's got a little yellow undertone or green undertone. I don't think I like that. Well, this one has the silver and the white. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead. Glitter everywhere. Okay, let's get this. So what I'm thinking with this is, number one, I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece off and attach it to the back because I want to kind of get an idea of what we're going to use. And I need my glue gun, guys. I'm going to probably just glue it on. I'm not going to staple it. I'm going to just glue it, I think. But I want that as a holder. So that's probably plenty long. And then if I need any more for this other, I will. So, glue gun. Luckily, I've been charging my battery, so it's in good shape. Just need to turn it on. I'll be ready in a minute. On there, and then I'm thinking with our ribbon, we're going to put it up here at the top, but I'm thinking we're not going to do like a fancy, I don't think we're even going to do like a bow. I think we're going to just do a layering. So let's just make this one a little bigger than what I need, and I'm going to go ahead and dovetail it when I cut it off so that way I'm not wasting any, since this is a small spool. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. I figure that's better than coughing on you. Okay, let's see. So we've got this as our base. And I'm just thinking that we might even kind of scrunch it and then kind of make it want to work like this. Kind of like a little just a little accent. And then we need to see about green, right? Let's see if we have a little hint of green. Originally, I was just going to make it very simple and use some silver and tie it, but since I have these other ones in there, I could just do this, and I'll just make these ends pretty. Do y'all make the ends of your ribbons pretty? You could just cut them on an angle too. That's nice. However you like it. Just kind of, we'll do this, and we may end up using the red to tie it together since that's the smallest piece. And we might just make that one on an angle. And then, oh, if we could only find a piece of green that's like that. I don't buy that color green a lot because it's kind of army green, olivey green. I don't know. I'm not sure. Ooh, I don't know. Is that going to be too bright, or is that one going to go ahead? And well, that might work, y'all. It's kind of a spring green, but I think that goes. Maybe we could just throw that in there too. What do you think, guys? And then I'm not sure, we might need to find one piece of silver just to, let's see, do we want to make it a little longer? I love it when I have what I need. Okay, let's see. I don't know, guys. Maybe we could use a little bit of this. This would be fun. Or I could use a little of this. This one would be fun. It has the white, like in the back. I don't think you can tell. It's too bright. It's coming up too bright. But we could throw this in here. Just a little bit in the background on top of the blue. What do you think? I think let's go for it. Or is that too much because we're going to have the, I forgot, we want to throw this in here too. Ooh, that might be too much, y'all. That might be too much. Maybe this is our silver. This is just our silver. Do we want both pieces? Because one's like really, or is that too much? Just kind of. We might need to cut that a little closer. Looks like my glue gun's getting ready. Let me cut that closer so we don't see that ugly wire. Yikes. I'll have to find that later, y'all. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do this. We'll do this. Y'all, I am not an expert when it comes to bows. I just like things to be pretty. I think we will tie this first. Then we'll get that other piece in there. Let's do it in a double knot. We'll just, you'll be only able to see that a little bit. Now these, obviously these ribbons, these sheer ribbons are not wired, even though this one is, the blue one is. And then we could put this in here, or just lay it on top. Maybe we only need, maybe that's too much. Maybe we just need the one little. Guys, I'm talking to myself. Do it that way. Do it. Oh, we can't do it that way. That doesn't work. don't know. I feel like I want that in there at least. Can I get it off? And then we'll see if we need the other. Push that in. There we go. Ooh, you know what we could do? I could just get another piece like that. If I can find another long one that's just kind of skinny and by itself, we could do that on both sides. We could do that. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm symmetrical as well, so I like things to be, might have to cut it down some. We'll see. Might be too long sticking through. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. They are a little bendable, so I think I can work with them, but we could do that, and then maybe what we could do, let me see, we're just gonna try something, see if I like this. A bow might not be a good idea, but maybe just tying it. So that we get a little bit in every direction. Does that make sense? Probably not. Makes sense in my mind. All right, let's put that aside for a minute. Do y'all see the amount of glitter and glue that I have going on here? Ooh. All right, where's my tie? Okay, let's go ahead and, yeah, that was the one. That was the one. So let me see. I want it to be about there. We're gonna add a little glue. And if you don't have something for your fingers, you can use a squeegee. I do have, but I couldn't get it quick enough to get it so you don't burn yourself. I'm just going to glue that down because it comes very easily off of the squeegees. Doesn't take much. I definitely got more than I needed for that. And you could always add staples too, or a piece of tape. And if you're going to cover it with the back, make sure you do this step first. If you're going to cover it with something, if you're going to Mod Podge something on the back, make sure you cover it first. Okay. There we go. Now we have our hanger, and we have our hint of silver and, come on, dry. And now we can place, I'm trying to make sure it's dry so I don't put it down. It doesn't stick to my thing. There we go. Okay, so now we can decide where we're going to place this. What is the middle? Right about there. We'll kind of do it a little bit above our little star. And I'm going to do it as near to the top as I can. So that it doesn't interfere with our said, if you wanted to handwrite on here, if you have nice handwriting, you could easily write down here like in my case, the whites, or if you have, if you wanted to buy some stickers, or if you have a Cricut or something like that and you wanted to get your family name down here, you could do that on the bottom. That would be cool as well. All right, now I'm feeling like I have too much of the green, too much of the copper. So we're gonna take a little bit of that away. Since I decided to do this a little differently. So we're gonna pull this down some more. That way we'll just have a hint of the color, right? I will save that piece. But we'll still have a coordinated look. And I'm just doing that one in a single color. Or a single knot. You could do it in a double knot. Right now I'm just doing it in a single. Should have done the copper first because it's underneath the green. You guys hit that heart button. Let me know what you think in comments of this project. I'm just about done. I appreciate you letting me come into your world and share it with you for a while on this Saturday. I hope you've had a great Saturday. You have a great rest of your weekend. Maybe find some time to rest or decorate or create or do something for yourself tomorrow that brings you joy. And I hope that this inspired you. Or maybe it just got you in the Christmas spirit. A little bit of Christmas spirit. I still haven't watched a Christmas movie yet, mainly just because I haven't had time to sit down and watch a Christmas movie with a hubby, but maybe tomorrow we'll get to do that. All right. Again, I might have a little too much green, but I'm just going to play with it. You just play with it until you have it the way you like it. A little red, a little green, a little blue, a little velvet, a little shimmer. This, tuck in a little more. There we go. That's my project. That's what I got for you guys. And if this feels too long, cut it off. I like it kind of draping down around the sides. As a matter of fact, I think I'd like it draping a little more. You can kind of bunch it up. It is wired, so you can kind of have it do whatever you want it to do. But I hope you like this project idea. The club transfer for the month of November. I hope to be on here again next Saturday with you sharing another idea. But I hope you like this one. And I hope you'll share it to a friend. And come back and join me again for my next live later this week. All right, guys, until I see you next time, I hope you'll be safe. Look, I'm going to keep messing with it until I have it the way I want it to look. You'll be safe, you'll be healthy, and you'll be blessed. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night.